Hey, welcome to Discard. Today we're going to talk about 5 indie games that would make a great gift this holiday season. Let's take a look. So up first we have Cave Story Plus, which is a run and gun style game mixed with a platformer. This game came out previously on 3DS, and it was possibly out before that. It has been rejuvenated on the 3DS, and it has new graphics and new music. You still can go and switch between the old music on the previous game and make it feel like that old game, and it is pretty cool to be able to do such things. Immediately getting into this game, I felt like it was a little bit difficult. But after getting past that first area, everything kind of opens up and you start talking to people and you start getting this story from people on what you need to do. And the creatures that you're attacking are very original, very interesting creatures. There's a lot of time spent on this game. And I'm so glad that Nicholas has released it again for Switch and given people an opportunity to be able to play this game again. Up next is Itll Do 2 Plus, which I've spoken about before in previous videos. And I love this game. This game feels so good. The music is fantastic in this game. So good that you want to turn it on and just leave it on while you're doing something else or working. This game makes me so happy. I jumped into this game as a top-down Zelda-style game. And immediately, you have a little tiny cutscene at the beginning, and then boom, you're in it, and it's just, hey, I want to explore everything. There's different lands to go to. There's different monsters to fight. Each area has its own individual music, and there's amazing ways of unlocking secrets, and literally secrets are everywhere. If you've played Mario Odyssey, it's kind of like that, where a lot of things lead to secrets. I ran around a tree counterclockwise and unlocked a hole in the ground where I went down, I fought a boss, and I got a chest. And I just was stoked. I am so stoked about this game. Itll Do 2 Plus is fantastic. One that came out recently was Azur Striker Gunvolt Striker Pack, which is Azur Striker 1 and Azur Striker 2 all on one on the Switch. And they came out previously on the 3DS, and they were great on that system as well. But now you can play on your big screen with your Pro Controller, and it feels very right. It doesn't feel like an old game. It has kind of old style graphics to it, but these graphics, they just keep coming back in games, and they really never get old. The story is phenomenal. It has a really cool anime style story, and again, some very good music in this game. It has, platforming along with these crazy special abilities where this giant orb goes around you and kills every monster that's around you, and you mix that with your gun and you're in Happy Town. And one of the smaller games that came from Nicholas is Tiny Barbarian. Tiny Barbarian, you're this tiny barbarian, and you go and you run around this map and you slash at your foes and you kill them. It's very NES style side scroller, and you can do things like jumping onto vines and jumping from spot to spot to figure out how to kill these enemies. I'm not typically that great at these games, but I'm drawn into this one for some reason. It feels almost comical to be this tiny little character bouncing around this map like a flea. I would totally recommend this game to people. It's another Nicholas game. It came with a bunch of extras. Check it out. And lastly, we have Axiom Verge. And Axiom Verge is a Metroidvania style game. I believe the developers said that they really based it on Metroid from the very beginning. And it originally came out on 3DS and it was digital only, and now there's a physical release on Switch. It's this amazing, crazy world with crazy, stalactites around and this weird stuff that you shoot at. These globule things everywhere that you're shooting at with your gun. Crazy enemies popping up out of every little orifice. It's a really cool feeling game. One of the benefits of this game is immediately when you get in there, you have doors that you go through that you can't do anything in there yet. So you're like, what do I do? What's next? And just like a Metroid game, you need to get a power-up or a key or something like that to be able to come back down and go back into those areas to explore. So there's this big feeling of exploration in the game that drives you forward in this crazy story. It's very artfully done. I would say check it out. So in the end, these indie developers are bringing out all these physical releases with all these nice bonus extras. And I think this is kind of a test for them to see how many people buy their games and how many people were really interested enough to go and play these indie titles. A lot of these games are half the price of a normal game like a Mario or a Zelda. Another thing to keep in mind is the people this Christmas season or this holiday season, these people are buying Mario and Zelda and Mario plus Rabbids or Xenoblade 2. They're not going to have these indie titles. So if you go and you purchase these games, these half-price games, and you give it to them, more than likely you're going to be very happy because they don't have that game yet. And it's a wonderful experience that they didn't even think of in the first place. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Otherwise, have a great day and collect what you love.